In an ever-evolving world, the tooling and manufacturing industry is undergoing rapid changes, and one company that stands out by making a significant difference is Ace Micromatic. A leading provider of industrial solutions, Ace Micromatic specializes in cutting-edge technologies such as turning, milling, grinding, IoT, special-purpose machines, 3D printing, laser cutting, and foundry job work. Serving a diverse range of industries, Ace Micromatic combines innovation with precision to offer advanced equipment and IoT integration, enhancing operational efficiency and productivity. With a focus on delivering high-performance solutions, the company continues to shape the future of modern manufacturing. Let's delve into all aspects of machine manufacturing in our special episode, Future Forward Transformation at Ace Micromatic.
Machine making, machine manufacturing is an industry in a state of constant evolution, driven in large part by the never-ending need for innovation. And today we'll have the opportunity to experience this very phenomenon firsthand at Ace Micromatic's headquarters in Bengaluru. We'll explore an intricate journey of how this company has gone on to become the country's largest machine tool conglomerate. And to set more context, we're joined by its managing director, PK Ramesh. Mr. Ramesh, thank you so much for taking the time to join us. And for sake of some context setting, my understanding is that Ace Micromatic began as a machine design consultancy nearly 45 years ago. What role did that initial birth play in the growth trajectory of the company going forward, sir?
We believe that design is the foundation of any product,
Sure.
especially machine tools. So the very fact that the founders of Ace Designers, Ace Micromatic together are hardcore designers who understood machine design and the purpose of use of machine for what they are going to be used for by our customers, I think has played an extremely important role in ensuring that we build the right kind of products from design onwards. Because of the design background, we were able to build manufacture parts and thereby sub-assemblies and then the machine, because we understood the design principles very, very clearly.
Walk us through the depth and the breadth of the Ace Micromatic brand portfolio. And similarly, what are the industries that the company currently caters to?
Yeah, again, it's very interesting to note the founders at that point in time had a very clear focus. They come from research institute and government kind of background, and those days the biggest of the machine tool companies from an Indian perspective were public sectors and large private companies. So they kind of felt that our system should be different and we needed to have small focused units. Ace Designers as was into turning, and Ace Manufacturing Systems that has now merged into Ace Designers was formed just for the machining centers. Micromatic Machine Tools was a service organization that catered to the pre and post machine sales, whether it's taking care of the customer, installation, commissioning, lifetime of the product. Sure. So this is how we kind of evolved into segmental product-wise specializations. So each unit and each set of people were focused on a product line, and each product line needed to have a range. Right. So there are about 200 models of turning machines. There are close to about 200 models of the machining centers. And in addition to machining centers and turning centers, today we have 3D, metal 3D printing, which is again a first of its kind.
Right.
We have a division that's into special purpose machines, and we've also set up an ecosystem for component manufacture. Right. For us. So coming back to what does the brand stand for? The brand stands for value. The brand stands for customer support. And as capital equipment manufacturers, we believe that if we have to grow, it's imperative that our customers should grow. Ace Micromatic today has a presence in component manufacturing and product manufacturing across the gamut of industries. Of course, automotive leads like in any other machine tool company, but at one point in time it was 90% of our offerings were to the automotive. Today it's only about 55%. The other 45% comes in from general engineering, aerospace,
precision
engineering, and a lot of the other manufacturing inputs that are needed for product manufacture in India.
Sir, absolutely. It seems like a bit of a perfect storm, wherein the creation of the ecosystem also allowed Ace Micromatic as a brand to enjoy tremendous economies of scale. It's an unprecedented time in human history, sir, given all the geopolitical volatility that surrounds us. That said, how have your key priorities as a company evolved, and where do they stand over the next 12 to 18 months? How might you characterize them?
That's an interesting question. We currently, about 10% of our total sales come from markets other than India.
Right.
We have a vision, and we're working very arduously towards it, to look at 25% from non-Indian markets. So we do have over 10,000 machines installed and working out of India as it is today. Right. We have a wholly owned subsidiary in China. We've got more than 2,000 machines. Again, when we started China, the fact that exporting machines to China was thought to be an impossible, unheard of task. But we were successful. We were able to put those machines there. So coming back, exports is a big part of the whole plan, the strategy, and the plan that we're doing.
Right.
And our products can be classified into three types. One is the standard product, the second are the premium products, and the third is solutions. So the premium and solutions, there's bigger and bigger need for these kind of machines in larger numbers in India.
Sure.
With the infrastructure industry coming in, the investments in railways, the aerospace, the defense, and all of that. So this is one area of growth. We have a good standard set of products that already have a ready-made market across the world. So that's where the export strategy really comes in. And we made a difference by looking at extremely strong customer hand-holding and support. Now this has been our USP. We ensure over 99% uptime of our machines, and if there is a problem, our track record and the data that is available with us is response within 4 hours that the machine is up and doing, because ultimately people buy capital equipment so that it continuously produces. We are working towards becoming an Indian multinational and institution building. See, though we were very, very small, there were a lot of practices that we have been practicing for the last 25 years. It's about ethical business practices, very strong governance, sustainability. We have a strong system in place. Now it's a question of scaling along with the system, and then really to look at giving India perhaps its first global machine tool player for the world.
Well, sir, we certainly look forward to that, and we wish you and the larger Ace Micromatic team all the continued success.
Thank you so much, Pooja. It was a pleasure talking to you.
After our conversations with the management, we caught up with stakeholders across the machine tool manufacturing ecosystem as they shared their perspectives on Ace Micromatic's underlying USP.
Predominantly, 50% of our machine sales happens to the auto component and the automotive sector. And I would like to specifically mention that if you were to travel in a two-wheeler or four-wheeler manufactured in India, the chances are that several dozens of parts would have been machined on our CNC lathes and CNC machining centers. Of course, the balance around 50%, we cater to other diverse verticals such as the die mold segment, the railways, the defense, the general engineering, pump and motor, etc.
The quality of machines what we make has really traveled a distance. It also because of the designs what we make, it's also because of the material what is available in the country. We have also developed our supply chain in such a way they can give very accurate parts which is required by us through our own foundries, through our own manufacturing units, which will help us to give the best quality compared to any other global products.
The digital transformation is one of the key aspects of the requirement in the improvement. The next is the process improvement. Every process need to be questioning the lead time, questioning the takt time, questioning the throughput time, and these are all the major things which can demonstrate apart from the digitization. And third thing is embracing the concept of the lean. That's very essential because every industry today is impregnated with nearly 20 to 25% of the non-productive activities and non-value addition activities. And there is a huge demand as we are scaling up the non-valued activities, and also the efficiency improvement things has to be improved to the global standard.
There are various sectors in the industry: auto sector, aerospace, defense, medical, electronics. But each sector has specific needs. Now, what differentiates between an auto sector and aerospace sector could be the material which is used for machining. And aerospace, because of the need of a high strength to weight ratio, they require a very rigid machine, at the same time maintaining the accuracy. Having said that, auto sector, now if you see the kind of trend which is happening in auto sector also, the customers are demanding more and more, quiet vehicles which doesn't make any noise. And when it comes to the aerospace sectors, we have a very high rigid and high accuracy machines. Spindle speeds may vary from 30,000 to 1 lakh units, 1 lakh RPM. And when I say aerospace, it's not just the components. There are also people use it for die and mold. And our machining centers are actually well equipped to handle very fine accuracies, less than 5 microns or 10 microns in terms of form and the size as well.
We understand as a ACE team that it's very difficult for the last mile connectivity to the machine. What happened is customers are not able to connect their machine on the platform because of lay the cables on the shop floor. Now with that as a mindset, now we're working on the hardware on which we'll be connecting all our machines the day it is powered on. So machine will be always connected. This platform is going to enhance customer connectivity to his platform. He can utilize his machine and not only talk about his OE, but also focus on his total cost of ownership. We are building lots of algorithms on top of the machine to understand the machine behavior and give feedback back to the customer to ensure that he is utilizing his machine properly.
It's time for a short break, but our special feature on the country's largest machine tool conglomerate, Ace Micromatic, continues on the other side. We'll be right back.
As we dive deeper into understanding the evolving possibilities in the tooling and manufacturing industry, Ace Micromatic Group stands at the forefront of innovation and transformation. We will discuss the integration of advanced machines, emerging sectors, and the impact of geopolitics on exports. Furthermore, we will explore the group's corporate DNA, leadership development, and the legacy it aims to build.
Bengaluru-based Ace Micromatic is leveling the playing field with respect to machine-based productivity and performance. And we caught up with Ace Micromatic founding directors, Srinivas Shigurkar and P. Ramadas, to learn more. Walk us through the journey to date that Ace has been a part of and what you consider to be some of the most major milestones in this growth story, sir.
I'll start with our journey in CMTI, which is Central Manufacturing Technology Institute. Mr. Sathe was head of the department, and myself, Srinivas Shigurkar and Mr. Machado, we were working under him as design engineers. After working for 10 years in design, we were wondering, Mr. Sathe suggested, why not we start a design consultancy firm, and which will be like architects are there for building, we'll be design consultants for machine tools. We named our company as Ace Designers and started our activity in a garage to design machine for other machine tool manufacturers.
Very humble beginnings, sir.
Yes.
Well, sir, thank you for summarizing it so well. And if I could build on the story that you've just walked us through and come to you now, Mr. Ramadas. Given that you've been a part of the journey nearly since inception, how has the company and the brand's mission and vision evolved over time from what it was to where it is today?
So on 4th of January 1993, we took a decision to the machine, Ace manufacturing system. Company was conceived on that day and it was started on February 24, 1994. And I had one more partner. We are the two people working, managing directors, to start it from scratch, and with a very small share capital of 18 lakhs. The first year we made 3 machines, and at that time we had Ace designers that produced horizontal machine center in the year 1989, and they showed it in the Imtex exhibition. So today, vertical machine center is 90% of our turnover is from vertical machine center.
Phenomenal.
Horizontal machine is 10%, and we produced 3 machines in that year, and last year we ended up at 2,480 machines. That's the journey we have gone through.
So if we were to speak to members of the Ace Micromatic team, how do you believe they would characterize the corporate culture that the management has built here?
Do your business ethically, in letter and spirit. That's one thing. Secondly, our vision was to be a large-scale manufacturer. So we should be in the business of making large scale. So we chose machining centers in AMS and turning centers in Ace Designers. So that is one of the most important things. And then our whole objective was to impact the manufacturing and do everything that is required for the customers to succeed in their job.
So how, Mr. Ramadas, do you go about identifying, nurturing and grooming the next generation of leaders in the machine manufacturing space, sir?
So we have gone through a culture building program at AMS. AMS has got a unique culture, starting the day with starting the meditation and then conduct some exercises. The people are mentally and physically fit to start the day. We don't treat anybody as workers. No differentiation. They are treated as AMS family members.
I'd like to add here.
Please, sir.
One of the practices since last several years is where we share a certain percentage of our profits with every person in the organization in proportion to their salary. With the result, they feel it is their company, they are partners in the company.
And coming to you now, Mr. Ramadas, it's somewhat unusual for a company to have 4 founders. You know, certainly years ago, along with in the current day and age. What was your dynamic like, and how did you make the most of that?
I think out of 4 founding members of the group, partners, we started Mr. Ashok V. Sathe. He was the Bhishma Pitama of the group. He was the mentor, he was a guide, he had the long sight vision to build the whole empire. And another partner of ours is Mr. B. Machado, who is a technical wizard. We graduated from the same college, NITK today, and he is the real backbone technical backbone of Ace Designers, providing solution to the customers. Anything which is impossible, customers approach him, and he makes it possible. That is his credibility in the marketplace. Everybody appreciates him for his ingenious solution providing ability.
Well, thank you for sharing that.
I'd like to add one thing. We had Ace Designers manufacturing lathes, AMS manufacturing machining centers, and Micromatic Machine Tools, our marketing wing, as a marketing company. They were all 3 different companies.
Right.
Now, to really grow in a rapid scale, we have merged these 3 companies last year, and we would now call it Ace Designers, and which will eventually become Ace Micromatic.
Right.
So we are the largest machine tool group in the country. We are maybe 58th in the world, and we want to be in the top 10.
What more would you like to see from the government by way of support for homegrown industrial manufacturing, sir?
I would like to share here, both the companies have grown till today to become number 1 in the country without any support from the government, whether it's state government or central government.
Incredible.
We have not had to, including land allocation and other things. We had to fight in the marketplace with the market price and then build up the whole thing, including this place or the place where the Ace Designer is working now. So we look for some support, but support system doesn't happen, unfortunately, for the homegrown people.
Absolutely remarkable to hear that. In a single sentence, what's the ultimate legacy that you'd like for Ace Formatic to leave behind?
We would like to be a large-scale supplier to the world. Right now we are almost 2,500 crores of sales this year, and we want to be a $1 billion company in the next 5 years. and be a major player impacting manufacturing in India and different parts of the world.
Very heartening to hear that. And I'll give you the last word, Mr. Ramadas.
I think we wanted to serve the country with our product lines, today with whatever product we have. We are going to add some more products, some more maybe the different area of integration, either merger or acquisition. And with the culture what we have built of the people feeling that this is their own company, and we are very confident that we should reach $1 billion turnover by the year 2030 or 32, depending on the political situation and what is happening in the country.
Well, certainly lofty goals ahead, but we salute the two of you for the brand that you've built over the last several decades, and we wish you all the very best as far as the future.
Thank you
so much, Pooja. Thank you.
The Ace Micromatic Group team includes engineering specialists and strategy experts, all collectively working towards improving shop floor operations and outcomes. We spoke to them to gain a 360-degree perspective on the Ace Micromatic Group experience.
We set data-driven expectations, prioritizing sustainable growth over short-term gains. By emphasizing our long-term strategy, such as expanding in new markets and investing in innovation, we demonstrate how our current decisions are building the foundation for future success. This approach not only strengthens investor confidence, but also reinforces our commitment towards long-term value creation and the sustainability of our business.
Over the last 40 years, Ace Micromatic has been at the forefront of delivering progressive manufacturing solutions in India and globally. Today, we have close to 80,000 plus machines performing well at our customer place. Ace Micromatic Group products are well known for optimizing the operational cost and increasing the productivity with added assurance of extremely fantastic hand-holding our customers. We feel these are all the advantages where we could leverage at a global platform.
At Ace Micromatic, all members are encouraged to participate in technology-driven initiatives. Our culture is built on nurturance and a support ecosystem with a focus on skills and abilities.
First of all, our management takes care of female employees really well, where the equal employment opportunity is being provided. And a lot of emphasis is also given on the skill development, enhancement of interpersonal skills, leadership skills through various internal and external training programs. And also we encourage them to involve in employee engagement programs. We do have female workforce working in both technical as well as non-technical department, like product design, supply chain, marketing, HR, finance and accounts.
Ace Group, the organization also offers dedicated mentorship program where experienced leadership involves support and guidance, which helps us to take a focus on our skill development and the career growth, which helps us to build our confidence and take a leadership position. The group also believes in empowering its employees through thorough learning process.
Well, that brings our special feature to a close. I'm Pooja Jain signing off from the Ace Micromatic headquarters here in the city of Bengaluru. Thanks for watching.
Ace Micromatic Group continues to evolve as a capability-led organization, leveraging technology expertise in an effort to integrate and enhance machine tool development. As a proponent of purpose-led innovation, it's to be seen how the company transforms the future of the shop floor going forward. However, history tells us it's only the beginning.